KLM589 Heavy, contact Cairo Control 119.35, bye-bye.
Contact Cairo Control 119.35, KLM589 Heavy. Cairo Control, KLM589 Heavy, flight level 380.
KLM589 Heavy, Cairo Control, identify.
Cairo Control, Egypt is 720, flight level 270.
Egypt Air 720, Cairo Control, identified. KLM 589 Heavy, radar vectors, ILS runway 05 right. Report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, ILS runway 05 right. Call when ready, KLM 589 Heavy.
Egypt Air 025, contact Cairo approach 119.05.
Contact Cairo approach 119.05, Egypt Air 025.
KLM 589 Heavy, Cairo landing runway 05 right.
Cairo, landing runway 05 right, KLM 589 Heavy.
Air Cairo 448, contact Cairo approach 119.05.
Contact Cairo approach 119.05, Air Cairo 448.
Sky 45 Kilo, turn right, heading 280, climb to flight level 350.
Turn right, heading 280, climb to flight level 350 with Sky 45 Kilo. Cairo Control, Azul 55, descending via number 2 Golf, flight level 326.
Azul 55, Cairo Control, identified. KLM 589 Heavy, descend to flight level 260.
Descend to flight level 260. KLM 589 Heavy.
05 center, ready for descent, Egypt 720.
Egypt 720, Cairo landing runway 05 center.
Alright, Cairo landing runway 05 center, Egypt 720.
Egypt 045, Cairo control, expect radar vectors, ILS runway 05 right.
Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 05 right, Egypt 045.
Aeroflot 429, contact Tel Aviv control 121.4.
Center 121.4, Aeroflot 429.
Cairo control, Saudi 225 heavy, flight level 380.
Saudi 225 heavy, Cairo control, identified. Egypt Air 045, contact Cairo approach 119.05.
Contact Cairo approach 119.05, Egypt 045.
Etihad 6P X-ray heavy, contacted at center 132.6.
Center on 132.6, Etihad 6B X-ray heavy.
Cairo control, Ideal 754, good day, through flight level 1404, flight level 170, direct cabin.
Ideal 754, Cairo control, identified, climb to flight level 350.
Climb to flight level 350, Ideal 754.
0724, contact Tel Aviv control 121.4. Center on 121.4, 0724. Egypt Air 720, descend to flight level 260.
Descent to flight level 260, Egypt Air 720.
Cairo control, Kuwaiti 121 heavy, good day, flight level 340.
Air Cairo 021, Cairo control, expect radar vectors, ILS runway 05 right.
Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 05 right, Air Cairo 021.
Air Cairo 021, contact Cairo approach 119.05.
Contact Cairo approach 119.05, Air Cairo 021.
KLM 589 heavy, descend to flight level 120.
Descend to flight level 120, KLM 589 heavy.
Kuwaiti 121 heavy, Cairo control, identified. Egypt Air 720, turn left, heading 230 vectors for the approach.
Turn left heading 230, Egypt Air 720.
Saudi 331, expect the visual approach runway 14 left.
Expect the visual approach runway 14 left. Saudi 331.
Saudi 331, descend to 4,600 feet.
Descend to 4,600 feet. Saudi 331.
KLM 589 heavy, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080. KLM 589 heavy.
Basel 55, contact Sharm el Sheikh approach 121.1.
Contact Sharm el Sheikh approach 121.1 Azul 55.
KLM 589 heavy, turn left, heading 270, vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 270. KLM 589 heavy.
KLM 589 heavy, contact Cairo approach 119.05.
Contact Cairo, approach 119.05. KLM 589 heavy. Cairo departure, KLM 589 heavy, good day, flight level 104 we have Alpha.
KLM 589 heavy, Cairo approach, QNH 1015, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 05 right.
QNH 1015, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 05 right. KLM 589 heavy.
Egypt Air 045, contact Cairo Tower 118.1.
Contact Tower 118.1, Egypt Air 045, good day.
KLM 589 heavy, turn left heading 260, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Turn left heading 260, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1015, KLM 589 heavy.
Cairo departure, Royal Air Maroc 273 Charlie, 3,500 feet.
Royal Air Maroc 273 Charlie, Cairo departure, identified, climb to flight level 140.
Climb to flight level 140, Royal Air Maroc 273 Charlie.
Royal Air Maroc 273 Charlie, cleared direct Dolphy. Resume our navigation.
Roger, heading direct off you, then resume on navigation. Royal Air Maroc 273 Charlie, thanks.
Saudia 318 Heavy, contact Cairo Control 119.35, have a good day.
Contact Cairo Control 119.35, Saudia 318 Heavy.
KLM 589 Heavy, turn left, heading 250.
Turn left, heading 250. KLM 589 Heavy.
KLM 589 Heavy, turn left, heading 240.
Turn left, heading 240. KLM 589 Heavy.
Royal Air Maroc 273 Charlie, contact Cairo Control 119.35.
Center on 119.35, Royal Air Maroc 273 Charlie.
All aircraft be advised, information Bravo now current, QNH 1015. KLM 589 Heavy, descend to 5,000 feet.
Descend to 5,000 feet. KLM 589 Heavy.
KLM 589 Heavy, descend to 3,000 feet.
Descend to 3,000 feet. KLM 589 Heavy.
KLM 589 Heavy, turn right, heading 310.
Turn right, heading 310. KLM 589 Heavy.
Cairo departure, Adil 755, flight level 112 with the numbers.
Air Cairo 021, contact Cairo Tower 118.1, have a good day.
Contact Tower 118.1, Air Cairo 021.
KLM 589 Heavy, turn right, heading 340.
Turn right, heading 340. KLM 589 Heavy.
Adil 755 Cairo approach, QNH 1015, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 05 right.
QNH 1015, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 05 right, Adil 755.
Adil 755 Cairo departure, expect radar vectors ILS runway 05 right.
Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 05 right, Adil 755.
Adil 755, descend to flight level 070, vectors for the approach.
Descend to flight level 070, Adil 755.
KLM 589 Heavy, turn right, heading 015.
Turn right, heading 015. KLM 589 Heavy.
Adil 755, reduce speed 200 knots.
Reduce speed 200 knots, Adil 755.
Cairo departure, Egypt 720, good day, flight level 120, we have Bravo on board. Egypt 720, Cairo approach, good morning, QNH 1015, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 05 center. QNH 1015, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 05 center, Egypt 720. KLM 589 heavy, 9 miles from size 05R, turn right, heading 040, maintain 2,700 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 05 right.
Turn right, heading 040, 2,700 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 05 right, KLM 589 heavy.
Adil 755, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1015, Adil 755.
Adil 755, maintain 220 knots.
Maintain 220 knots, Adil 755.
Egypt 720, descend to flight level 070. Descend to flight level 070, Egypt 720.
Cairo departure, Egypt 875, 2,200 feet.
Egypt 875, Cairo departure, good morning, identified, climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, Egypt 875.
Adil 755, descend to 5,500 feet.
Descend to 5,500 feet, Adil 755.
Adil 755, 11 miles from size 05R, turn right, heading 030, maintain 2,700 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared ILS runway 05 right.
Turn right, heading 030, 2,700 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 05 right, Adil 755.
Egypt 875, cleared direct sim, resume on navigation.
Cleared direct sim. Resume all navigation. Egypt 875.
Cairo departure, Turkish 6 Papa Zulu, 1,900 feet.
Turkish 6 Papa Zulu, Cairo departure, identified, climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Turkish 6 Papa Zulu.
Turkish 6 Papa Zulu, cleared direct BLT, resume all navigation.
Roger, heading direct BLT, then resume all navigation, Turkish 6 Papa Zulu, thanks.
KLM 589 heavy, established on final approach.
KLM 589 heavy, affirmative. KLM 589 heavy, contact Cairo Tower 118.1.
Over to Tower 118.1, KLM 589 heavy. Cairo Tower, KLM 589 heavy, ILS runway 05 right.
KLM 589 heavy, Cairo Tower, wind 340 degrees, 4 knots, runway 05 right, clear to land.
Runway 05 right, clear to land, KLM 589 heavy.
Venus 566 heavy, contact Cairo departure 119.05.
Contact Cairo departure 119.05, Linus 566 heavy.
1000.
Approaching 05 right.
KLM 589 Heavy, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway. KLM 589 Heavy.
Cairo Tower, Adil 755, ILS runway 05 right.
Adil 755, Cairo Tower, continue.
Roger, Adil 755.
KLM 589 Heavy, contact ground 120.4, good day.
Ground 120.4, KLM 589 Heavy.
Egypt Air 881, ramp 331, request pushback.
Egypt Air 881, Cairo ground, pushback approved. Face southwest.
Pushback approved, face southwest, Egypt Air 881.
KLM 589 Heavy, request taxi to company gate.
KLM 589 Heavy, taxi via exit 4 Hotel 1 Hotel Lima, hold short of runway 05 center.
Taxi via exit 4 Hotel 1 Hotel Lima, holding short of runway 05 center. KLM 589 Heavy.
Egypt Air 747 at gate Echo 14 request pushback.
Egypt Air 747, Cairo ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast.
Pushback and engine start approved, face southeast. Egypt Air 747.
Egypt Air 881, taxi for departure.
Egypt Air 881, taxi to holding point Tango, runway 05 center, via Charlie, Delta Sierra Tango.
Taxi to holding point Tango, runway 05 center, via Charlie, Delta Sierra Tango, Egypt Air 881.
Contact Cairo Tower 118.1.
Contact Tower 118.1, Egyptian Cargo 532 Heavy, bye-bye.
Egypt Air 881, contact Cairo Tower 118.1.
Over to Tower 118.1, Egypt Air 881.
Egypt Air 747, taxi for departure.
Egypt Air 747, taxi to holding point Tango runway 05 center via Sierra Tango.
Taxi to holding point Tango runway 05 center via Sierra Tango, Egypt Air 747.
Adil 755, taxi via exit 4 Hotel 1, Hotel Lima, hold short of runway 05 center.
Taxi via exit 4 Hotel 1 Hotel Lima, hold short of runway 05 center, Adil 755.
Egypt Air 747, contact Cairo Tower 118.1, have a good day.
Over to Tower 118.1, Egypt Air 747, bye-bye.
Egypt Air 720, taxi to ramp Echo 206 via Tango 4 Tango Juliet Sierra.
Taxi to ramp Echo 206 via Tango 4 Tango Juliet Sierra, Egypt Air 720.
KLM 589 Heavy, holding short 05 center.
KLM 589 Heavy, hold short of runway 05 center. Expect further clearance shortly.
Hold short of runway 05 center. KLM 589 Heavy.
Approaching 23 center.
contact 8 Foxtrot 3 request pushback and engine start.
Egypt Air 777 Heavy, Cairo ground, pushback approved. Face out.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face out Egypt Air 777 Heavy. Egypt Air 777 Heavy ready to taxi to the active.
Egypt Air 777 Heavy, taxi to holding point Tango runway 05 center via B2 Delta Sierra Tango.
Taxi to holding point Tango runway 05 center via B2 Delta Sierra Tango Egypt Air 777 Heavy.
Egypt Air 777 Heavy, contact Cairo Tower 118.1.
Over to Tower 118.1 Egypt Air 777 Heavy, good day.
Arabia Egypt 514, taxi via exit 4 Hotel 1, Hotel Lima, hold short of runway 05 center. Taxi via exit 4 Hotel 1, Hotel Lima, holding short of runway 05 center, Arabia Egypt 514. Arabia Egypt 514 via Lima cross runway 05 center. Taxi to ramp Sierra 1 via Lima Tango Uniform. Via Lima cross runway 05 center. Taxi to ramp Sierra 1 via Lima Tango Uniform. Arabia Egypt 514. All aircraft be advised information Charlie now current QNH 1015.
The boarding requested. Passengers, the boarding started.
Egypt 703 Heavy at ramp Echo 204, request pushback.